Welcome to Above Par. I'm your host, Kathy Hartwood. I show you how to take more of your talent to the golf course without practicing harder, taking more lessons, or buying new equipment. I show you how to end the frustration of underperforming so you can start playing to your potential. This is where you are going to learn how to think above par so you can play below par. Let's get to it. Hello, my golf friend. Welcome back to Think Above Par. I hope you're having an amazing day and week. So I wanted to create a scenario for you. Have you ever made the turn, looked at your score, and immediately wished you hadn't? You're even par, or maybe for you, it's a really great round. You're having one of those, this could be a good day kind of rounds. Have you ever said that to yourself? Right? You've played 9 holes and you're like, this could be a really good round. And all of a sudden, your body feels different. Your hands feel a little bit tighter. Your thoughts get louder. You start calculating and adding up your score. You start thinking about the holes on the back 9. Okay, so welcome to the back 9 brain. So let's paint this. You're playing well, nothing crazy, just solid golf. Cruising along. You haven't had a big number, haven't made any crazy swings or big mistakes or extra 3 putts. You walk to the 10th tee and someone casually says, nice front 9. And your brain goes, oh crap, this is a thing now. You may or may not have known your score. I know a lot of us don't want to look at the scorecard to know what we're shooting, or we try and ignore it, or we don't try and make it a big deal, but then maybe somebody in your group does, or you're totally aware the whole time. And there's this little voice in your head that's saying, you know, you're doing pretty good. And one hole after the next, the voice starts getting a little bit louder. When you haven't made a big number, or you're making consistent pars, or maybe you throw in a birdie in there. And then you start thinking, if I just shoot 2 over on the back, or if I just par all the par 5s, or if I don't mess this up, this could be a really good day. This could be a really good round. And I want you just to notice something. Nothing has gone wrong in this moment, and yet your nervous system is acting like something's at stake. You get a little bit more anxious. You start thinking a little bit differently than you had up until that point, because it has. It's not the round that's changed or shifted. It's your identity. It's about how you'll get to feel at the end of 18. You've suddenly shaken your own hamster cage, so to speak. So here's what's happening under the surface. Your brain has moved from the present mode, which is where you've played the front 9, just plugging along 1 shot at a time, 1 hole at a time, making some decent swings. You're probably in a state of being calm or certain or confident. And you go into future management mode. Instead of what's this shot, what's my next best move, how do I want to play this hole, it becomes what will this round mean? It turns into don't make a mistake, to make sure you're hitting the green, make sure you 2-putt, don't hit it out of bounds here. The conversation changes on the back 9, right? And that sneaky thought that's underneath it all is I need to hold this together. I need to get in. It's kind of like the horse going back to the barn when you go on a trail ride. Like, just get me in, right? Feeling like I need to hold it together so I don't screw up. Feels responsible, sounds responsible, focused, maybe even competitive to you. But what you're doing is you're creating protection. You're trying to protect the round. You're trying to prevent mistakes. You're not playing in the given moment. Right? You're thinking about the result, and you end up getting tight and you start steering the ball, telling yourself not to miss it. Right? Don't miss it is not the same energy as commit and focus and go through your pre-shot routine and keep plugging along. Totally different energy, totally different feeling, totally different result over the swing. Okay, so this is where I want you to pay attention. On the front 9, you were likely calm, you were maybe open, curious, target focused, pretty free, thinking clearly, swinging freely. Tempo was probably pretty good. Your expectations may have been on point. And on the back 9, once you check the score or someone mentioned it to you or you started thinking about it, you become more aware of consequences. You're aware of the card. You're aware of the number. You're aware of what this could mean about you and how you get to feel. You move from playing golf to managing an outcome, managing a result, forcing a result, or preventing a mistake. And the hard thing is that the brain loves this because it thinks it's helping, right? It thinks that if I can overmanage this, if I can calculate well enough, I can secure this and create safety for you. Right? So it's busy, but golf doesn't reward thinking about your score. It doesn't reward trying not to make mistakes. It rewards presence. It rewards being calm. It rewards the process of how you actually go about hitting a decent golf shot for you. Right? And I want to make a point here. The back nine isn't the problem, or the last 4 holes if that's where it shows up for you. Score awareness, thinking about your score, isn't really the problem. Even wanting to shoot a number isn't the problem. The problem is the attachment that sneaks in. The moment you believe this round needs to turn out well. What will other people think? I need to prove myself on this round. This is my moment. That's when your body tightens up. Because now you're protecting something. Your brain thinks it becomes a big deal, and you're no longer in that place of being calm or certain or confident. So the chances of you accessing your talent go greatly down. The chances of you being present and up in the front part of your brain go greatly down. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about the last round where this happened. Whether it was at the turn, someone said, wow, you're having a really great round. Do you know what you're shooting? It could be you saying it to yourself, thinking, man, if I just can hang on, or if I can just birdie a couple holes coming in. I want you to think about that last round where this happened. Right? You make the turn, you glance at the score. What was the first thought? Be honest. Was it, I've got this? Just keep doing what I'm doing? Or was it, okay, don't blow it. Don't ruin it on the back nine. Don't have any big numbers. Do you start thinking about, where's that bad swing? It's going to pop up somewhere. Do you have that thought? Like there's, at some point during a round, I'm going to have a blow up hole or a bad swing or a big miss, right? Because the difference between I got this and don't blow it are 2 totally different energies, 2 totally different feelings. And here's the thing that most golfers don't realize. The back nine doesn't expose your skill. It exposes your relationship with uncertainty. Truly in golf, we don't know or are certain about very many things. You swing, you look up and say, where'd the ball go? You weren't very certain about a lot of things on the front nine as far as your results, but now you're trying to create them on the back or the last few holes. So what's the shift? It's not pretending you don't know your score. It's not trying to stay positive, quote unquote. It's noticing the moment you move from playing and being very present to protecting your score or pushing, trying to create a lower number on purpose. And the question I want you to ask yourself is, what am I trying to control right now? Usually the answer is the future, something that you can't be certain about, something that we don't know in golf. And the only place that you can actually perform from is right now, this shot at hand, this moment, this swing, this situation, this lie, this target. So when you feel that tightening and when you feel your brain getting busy, whether it's on 10, 11, 12, or the last 2 holes, it's not a problem. That's awareness. That's a win in my book. That's your cue, though, to get back to the present moment. Not start calculating, not start imagining how you're feeling or going to feel if you shoot the number or how you'll feel if you don't shoot the number. It's not managing yourself. It's not trying too hard. Right? Make things simple. Go back to what was working, asking yourself where you play your best golf. Because the key here is that the golfers who close well, who finish well, those are the ones who don't make the round mean something about them. And to be quite honest, if you play enough golf, you are eventually not going to finish well. You are eventually not going to start off well. You're not going to play 9 well or 10 well. There is a chance that at any time, on any hole, you could have a big number for you, whatever that is. That's just in the probability of playing golf. So just because you don't finish well doesn't mean that you didn't manage your mind well, or didn't mean that you weren't present. That's just golf. But the ones who consistently finish well, those are the ones who don't make the round mean something about them, who aren't focused so much on the score and the result. Now, that's a big difference from the person who needs the score and the result and the back nine to prove something, to get to feel a certain way. Okay, so what I want you to do is the next time you feel that or see that or hear it show up for you, maybe it's from a playing partner who recognizes how well you're playing or your own voice. I just want you to be aware, there it is. There's that back nine brain. coming in to try and protect me, coming in trying to focus on the results and what they'll mean. And then you get to pivot back to just staying very present. One shot, one decision, one commitment over and over again until you finish the round. That's it. So if you recognize yourself in this, nothing has gone wrong. You are totally normal. Every competitive golfer deals with this moment. The difference is whether you see it happening while it's happening. That's huge awareness. And this is the kind of awareness that we build inside of your mental caddy and in coaching with me, because it's really hard to see your own patterns mid-round. But for now, what I want you to do is pay attention and go ahead and label it. Call it, this is my back nine brain. Here it comes. Not a problem. I'm going to work on staying present. If you want to build up your awareness, come join us in yourmentalcaddy.com. And I have a mental scorecard at quiz.mymentalcaddy.com where you can take a quick assessment to see how many shots your mental game is costing you per round. That's quiz.mymentalcaddy.com. All right, my friends, have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you next Wednesday.